EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Play action. Now Jackson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well on this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on 1st down, Stevens. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Number 27.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's now 3rd down.
Going play action with Stevens. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just... announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jackson's
Paris Campbell, 79 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
On 1st down, Stevens. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
43 for Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43.
Throwing again. Stevens. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Cottrell. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On fourth down, Stevens. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Number 85.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
First down, Bears.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bears 14. Jaguars 7.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Bears push further out in front.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21, Jaguars 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens.
That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Stevens looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Cottrell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
27 the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
32-yard line.
From the gun, Stevens. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
March 43. March 43. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Operating from the gun. Stevens. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's now
throwing on 3rd and long. Stevens. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Fighting through and he's got space. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Paris Campbell, 83 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
It is good. Makes the score Bears 28, Jaguars 10. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Off the bootleg, Stevens. And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bears take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Touchdown, Chicago. Keenan Allen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Here's Stevens. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Good. Makes the score Bears 35, Jaguars 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Bass is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Stevens' pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 13. 72. Check 43. Check 60. Check smash. Mike 51.
Now Stevens.
Being chased out left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Za'Darius Smith. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Jackson's pass.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Za'Darius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Stevens setting up to throw it.
Over the middle here to Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Antonio Brown. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, Stevens. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stevens. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Jackson.
That catch good for only a couple.
To Keenan Allen. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Now a run with Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action now. Jackson got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
There he goes left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 29. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at about the 43. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 13-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stevens.
He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Stevens. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.